Alrighty, so this is going to be a reading for my Taurus for January 1st through the 7th. Thank you so much for joining me back on my YouTube channel if you are a returning subscriber. And if you're new, make sure you hit that subscribe button so that you can join the Mystical Tribe. And you could always stay up to date with my posts if you are interested in seeing them. Now, keep in mind this is going to be a general forecast. If you are new to tarot readings, I have to kind of throw that disclaimer out there. And your best bet is going to be a personal session. And if you're interested in one, I will have my link posted right there. And also, I will have it in the description box as well as the comment section, as well as with my information if you do want to join our members only lives section where we do extended readings. We also do live sessions where I answer your questions right then and there on the spot. It's only $4.99 to join us. Again, that information will be below as well. So let's go ahead and get straight into it. When I was shuffling for my Taurus, I felt a surge of creative energy, right? For a lot of my Taurus, I get a sense, that you guys are really going to be stepping into January 1st through the 7th, really with this like understanding that if you really invest yourself into your creative endeavors, things could really go to the next level, especially if you are somebody who has like certain things that you have a passion for, or certain things that you're really trying to learn and submerge yourself in, whether that's like cosmetology, whether that is being a reader, cooking, whatever it may be. For a lot of you, it may be one of those situations where you're like getting this, I don't know, the surge of energy to create and to put things in motion as far as your work endeavors are concerned. All right. But starting off, I do have the footsteps card. So this is letting me know that with whatever you're working on, whether that's your relationship with your person, or that's a creative endeavor, or a new business endeavor, or getting a new job, this is taking small steps and understanding that small strides will take you very, very far. Even though it may feel as if you're not really doing much at the moment, the more you invest in your craft, the more you invest in your dreams every single day, whether it's you doing little things here and there, it's investing. And for a lot of you, if you do want to see things really shift, understand that you want to take your time. You want to leave your mark by, like I said, not rushing into anything, but also taking in consideration that you do have to stay on top of your creative endeavors and things of that nature, or your work endeavors. Now, we do have the canvas card. This card is my favorite. When I created this card, I was like gung-ho over it because I'm like, this is like the best card in the deck, okay? And if anybody did want to know what deck this is the Free Thinkers Oracle deck. It's a deck I created a year ago, and it will be back available very, very soon. So make sure you guys sign up for our newsletters below. Now, with the canvas card, this is a freaking beautiful card, okay? This is all about you displaying your creative talents. If you are somebody who's learning some sort of new craft, testing it out by, maybe, how do I explain this? Like, okay, say for instance, you're starting to do jewelry making, and you need a little bit more practice. What I would say is take your creative talents and find some sort of way to display them, whether that's like, creating little jewelry pieces for like family members or close friends so that they can wear them and support your business and promote it. Or if you're a painter, this is like painting like on a YouTube video so that you can get it out there. This is like displaying your creative talents, also just doing them in general. For a lot of you, you could have had a moment where you kind of felt blocked and you didn't know how to execute your ideas, but this is just the universe saying, look, just do it and you'll figure it out. I'm not saying just randomly do whatever, but when it comes to certain things, there's no way to know how to go about it, okay? Especially when it comes to creative things that we're doing on our own. There's no guidebook on how to be creative, okay? So that's something somebody out there needed to hear. Now, another thing, I got the Aura card. Now, I've been getting this card for every single sign. I don't know what's going on. Well, I do know what's going on. It's something energetically going on, but we got the Aura card. And this is all about you guys tuning into your energy. This is making sure that you're not succumbing to negative thoughts or, this belief that you can't be successful if you invest yourself into certain things, or just being under this just negative thinking pattern and self-destructing, like limiting, like I said, thinking or perspective. All right. Also, the aura card, this is about making sure you don't have people around you who are toxic or are keeping you from really having your eye on the prize, or just mentally having clarity in general. And for a lot of you, this may be you needing to take some sort of spiritual bath, or for some of you, maybe even visiting the beach. Okay. Because we got the beach card here. So for some of you, a spiritual cleanse in the beach water would be beneficial for you. Another thing I am seeing as well, you just really need to take time to detox your energy. Okay. Um, and for a lot of you, you're really headed towards some great stuff. This is just making sure that, again, that you're staying consistent and focused. Now, I want to see more in depth what's going on with you guys. We're going to go ahead over there to the table to see what exactly this week has in store for you beyond the theme. All right. Alrighty, so now that we can look at the cards, we're going to go ahead and discuss more in depth with what you guys are going to be experiencing for this week. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the energy you guys just came from. This is going to be last week's energy. And we do have the woman holding a heart and the Three of Cups. So for my Taurus last week, you guys may have been really in this space of trying to get your finances in order. This could have been you looking at some ways to manifest more money. This is also taking just care of yourself as far as health is concerned as well for some of you. Another thing I'm seeing as well, you guys could have celebrated some sort of new opportunity you may have gotten financially for some of you. Another thing I'm seeing, there could have been like some sort of new business venture that you've invested yourself into, or you're going to invest yourself into, and you and possibly some friends, like some close friends, may be going into business together to create something. Clarifying this Three of Cups, I do have the Five of Pentacles. So this could also be you guys really focusing on your money matters, due to the fact that you may be single right now, because there may have been like some sort of third party situation that may have happened in your love life that may have caused you to step back and really focus on getting more money here. Okay. Or just focusing on yourself, like I said. Another thing I am seeing, last week somebody could have tried to reach out to you, and it was really up to you in regards to what you want to do with this situation, especially if it had been imbalanced for some time. Okay. Now, when it comes to the energy into this week, I do have the Thinking Woman and the World card. So the energy for this week, this is all about you guys processing some decisions that you need to make. This is also taking a step back and seeing things from a wider perspective. I really feel like if there is some sort of like business ideas that you do want to invest in, definitely make sure you're doing your proper research and that you're not skipping a beat. For some of you, if you are taking like any sort of exam at school or any sort of exam to get like a license or anything of that sort, you want to make sure that you're also brushing up on your information this week before you take any sort of tests. Another thing I am seeing with this as well, for a lot of you, if you've been feeling trapped in a situation, this is like you looking beyond the situation and the circumstance. For a lot of you, you know all there is to need. Let me try to rephrase that. For a lot of you, you already know everything that needs to be known about a person in particular. And a lot of you keep putting yourself in the same cycle over and over and over again, already knowing how this person is set up. Okay. So if you're one of those people who keep going around and around and around a loop with somebody and it hasn't gotten any better, understand, why do you keep putting yourself in that? Okay. For a lot of you, again, this is you guys with the World card finally making some sort of decision in regards to like whether or not you should move, whether or not you should make like this big decision. Because usually when the World card shows up, this is a big decision. Okay. Clarifying the World card, I do have the Queen of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. So this could be you guys deciding whether or not to open up a line of communication with somebody who you emotionally care for, who you may have shut off from, or they may have shut off from you. All right, for a lot of you as well, I am seeing you guys needing to close the cycle of just putting up with a whole bunch of BS and really taking consideration of your needs and whether or not they're being met. Now, when it comes to the obstacle that may come up, I do have the rest and rejuvenation card clarified by the devil. So this may be you needing to take a step back and really process some things. The obstacle may be you also feeling as if you've been getting enough rest. You may be having some nights where you're not really sleeping that good. Or you may have some other, days where it's so long and it's tiring that you just feel very overwhelmed and your energy just may be a little off. So for a lot of you, the issue may be you getting a chance to really sleep, especially if you work a lot, or you just have a whole bunch of stuff going on here that may be draining you. And that brings me to the devil card. You may have like some toxic people around you who just drain your energy. You may have people who are just putting a lot of negative thoughts into your mind, or for a lot of you, you could just have your own negative thoughts at times. This could also be like addictions. This could be being tied to smoking too much or drinking too much, or even being tied to someone, like being up under them too much and not being able to take in consideration of your own feelings because you're so caught up in other people's light. This could be eating too much junk food to the point where you feel lethargic and you feel like you need more rest. So for a lot of you, if that's anything that you're going through, just take that in consideration for how that could be affecting you this week. Now, when it comes to what I'm seeing for the advice, I do have the Magician in the Mirror and the Two of Cups. So this is realizing that, for one, you have the power to really shift things into alignment in your situation. This is understanding that the only person that's going to turn things around for you is yourself. Whenever we get the Magician in the Mirror, this is asking you to look in the mirror and look at this is asking you to look in the mirror and see that you're the only person that can save yourself from the circumstance that you're in. This is also allowing yourself to take the power back into your own hands. Sometimes we think that, oh, no, there's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do. But really and truly, it's all about us. And it starts with us and how we can shift things. Okay. Now, with it being clarified by the Two of Cups, this is also about relationships. So if you're single and you want new love, a love that's going to actually be balanced and there's going to be equal give and take, this is you guys taking the powers into your own hands and cutting people off who don't give you that, or taking in consideration of what type of relationship that you want and manifesting that type of relationship that's going to support you. Okay, and this person, okay, because it's not always about us, all right? But clarifying that I do have the Sun card. So again, this is understanding that you're really in control of your own happiness. If you want things to shift, because we got the Empress and the Sun card. These are two beautiful cards to have next to each other. You guys could really shift things into a really, really different type of circumstance if you look at all the opportunities that are around you, okay, especially financially and in love and in personal growth as well, like personal development. And it really starts from within. Now, when it comes to what I'm seeing for the outcome, I do have the Anxiety card and the Chariot. So this may be you guys overthinking things. You guys may be overly anxious. This may be moments where, like, okay, you're like, oh, well, what if I'm not good enough? What if I'm this? What if I'm not going to be able to get this job, or I'm not going to be good at the job? This is like just overly stressing. And with the Chariot, this is understanding that, look, you guys don't need to overly stress. Things are going to push forward if you stay focused. For a lot of you, your energy is like too back and forth. And you need to understand, like, you just being in your head is not helping you in any sort of case, okay? So this is what I'm seeing. I'm going to stop right here. Thank you so much for watching this. I really, really hope that I was able to give you some sort of guidance or clarity. If you resonated with this, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know that you really, really enjoyed this, okay? And if you do want a personal session, my information will be listed below. Definitely make sure you check that out, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, Taurus.